Can you tell us about some of the implantable devices that are available for patients with heart failure? And then we will talk about when they're ready for transplant in a little bit.
There are different devices. They're used ideally early on in the clinical course. Examples are based on the American College of Cardiology guidelines. If your left ventricular ejection fraction is less than 35% with ischemic cardiomyopathy or less than 30 with non-ischemic, you qualify for implantable cardiodefibrillator because there's about 1 to 2% patients that will suddenly have a life-threatening arrhythmia. That is implanted early on if there is a non-response to heart failure therapy and the ejection fraction does not improve. Now, remember that ejection fraction or left ventricular systolic function has been directly associated with mortality alongside with your New York Heart Association function class. All of these are some things we gauge. Now, some patients also develop what is called a left ventricular dyssynchrony. The heart is a pump. There are two pumps, right, left. There's lungs in between. I talked about this last time. So you have to work in sync. The pulse is generated on the right upper corner. It goes through the upper chambers that squeeze, that goes through that little passageway called the atrioventricular node, and then spreads through the bundle of His, which separates into the left side and the right side bundles. Sometimes when there's heart failure or cardiomyopathy or some sort of ischemic event that involves the left anterior descending, the septal branches, you actually can have ischemic injury to the left bundle. So with the left bundle, when that gets affected, you end up having, instead of the left side doing this, it now starts doing this. So now it's dysynchronous. And the more wider the left bundle or the QRS complex, which is really should be a spike on the left on the 12 lead EKG, the more wider that correlates, the more synchronous the left ventricle is. And I give the example for a lot of my patients of an engine, right? You've got an engine that the cylinders are timed. As the timing is right, you go and you can send them for a tune after you buy a new car, it'll tune it up, and then you get the extra 30 or 40 horsepower. Same thing. So the timing is off. So now not only does forward flow get affected, but ejection fraction is down, increased consistent left ventricular end diastolic pressures, which is left ventricular pulmonary capillary wedge pressures, which we indirectly measure through the right side. And all of the system is pressurized. So once we put in the leads, what we do is we put a pacemaker, which has 3 leads. One goes on the right upper corner, one goes in the right lower chamber, left lower chamber through the right side via the coronary sinus.